Hi everyone, Michelle the Sky is here, and today I received a divine revelation from the Holy Spirit. Now, in the book of Revelations, I will leave the Bible verse below. It talks about a woman who was sent out into the wilderness, and she had given birth to a son. And let me tell you this, right? God has children who are in the wilderness. That woman gave birth to love. That woman gave birth, and the spirit of love was put in certain individuals so that they could go out and give the love that was placed within them to others who are broken. Now, these people, you can look at them like spiritual assassins. When I say that, I don't mean they come to break you down spiritually. I mean that they were sent out with love within them, with good intention within them, with spiritual gifts within them. And God sent them to certain individuals to see how they will react to His love within His children. Now, the way how you treat these people, right? These loving people who God has sent to you will dictate the wrath God will bring into your life. These people can either be a blessing or a curse. These people are people who, if you don't have the Spirit of God in you, they will bring out your worst or your best characteristics. They will bring out who you truly are. And how you truly treat God. Depending on how you treat these people will dictate the trajectory of your life. So that is something that God wanted me to share. He wants me to share that His children have been planted, across the world, to spread His love, to spread love to those who didn't think that love exists, who have been broken down, who have, people who have committed great sins, you know, and He uses these people to judge you. He uses love to pull out the hate that is within you so you can see yourself for who you truly are, and that you need Him to show you how much you need God in your life. These people will tell you the truth. These people will be loving people, kind people to you. And they pull out that jealousy, that hate, that dark side in yourself that hates God. The way how you treat these people is a scar to your soul. It's a scar to your soul. It's condemnation to your future. Some of you have had some loving people in your life who have gave to you. Whether that be through friends, family, stranger. And the way you treat them dictates your karma. God has sent His prophets out to you His ministers out to you, you know? And what did you do to them? Think about that loving person who was in your life, who you mistreated, before you ask God, why? God, why am I going through this? God, why? How did you treat that loving soul that was in your life? How did you treat the person who gave you love, but you thought they were weak because they didn't want to play games, they didn't want to manipulate, they didn't want to hurt you in the way you thought you deserved to be hurt? You know, it's like these people are God's walking judgment upon this earth. You know, the favor of God rests upon these people. And you shouldn't mess with a person who is loving because they're not weak. They're not weak. They're strong. Why? Because God backs people like that. God backs people who embrace love and embrace His love. But instead, many of you want to be jealous, envious, instead of working on yourself to be better, instead of learning from somebody else, thinking that person's lesser than you because of their vulnerability, because of their trusting nature, because of their empathy, their compassion, their innocence, their purity. And it's like you guys feel so dirty, and you feel so unworthy, and you feel so miserable that you feel the need to destroy these people instead of learning the lesson God is trying to teach. But I come to you today to tell you to wake up. Wake up, right? You like to think of yourself as loving because you love people who are like yourself, because you love people who don't make you uncomfortable in love. You know? And that's your greatest downfall. If you are this type of person, turn to the one true God. Turn to God and tell Him to fill you with the love. Fill you with the love that you need to stop being jealous, envious, to stop being evil and wicked to them you feel is weak and who can do nothing for you. Right? You shouldn't be depending on man for things. You should be depending on God. Right? Anything that you get from somebody else is because God made a way for that person to give it to you. Right? It's all by the grace of God. You know? Do not mistreat loving, kind-hearted people. Do not destroy their lives or try to destroy their lives. Because then eventually God will destroy yours. Because God sees the heart and the intention of the people who love His children that He sent out into the field. Right? To test you, to change the trajectory of your life. Be a blessing to others and never think you are better than anyone. Right? Never think you are better than anyone, because you never know who somebody truly is.